Hey, what's up guys, Formal Guy 1 here, and before we get to today's video, if you haven't seen it already, we have a new Instagram page. Just find Formal Guy 1 on there. It looks just like my YouTube channel and artwork and stuff. And currently we are posting GTA pictures from behind the scenes for GTA funny moments. In the near future we're going to be expanding and posting pictures from other video games and more stuff that we do. So please go on Instagram and search for Formal Guy 1 and follow us and see new daily pictures posted every day. Well, with that being said, let's get to the video. What's up guys, Formal Guy 1 here, and welcome back to NASCAR on GT Sport. We have a very special treat for you today as we are taking our NASCAR Cup cars and we are taking them to the rain. We are at Red Bull Ring in this very much downpour day of the racetrack. And I must explain something off the bat. I've done this before. I've raced with a couple of people testing these cars in the rain, but this time was a little bit different. This game has a setting for grip reduction on wet tracks. You can set that on low or real. I didn't realize this when we set this race up, but that was set on real. So right now this is very much about as real as you can get driving race cars in the rain. So with that being said, this is going to get very interesting. Only 2 cars, but hey, 2 cars in the rain is really fun, and this is going to serve as a huge tester to see if we run this in our Cup Series schedule. And again, right now we are still looking for drivers, so please, if you would like to join the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, get yourself a number and a sponsor for a race car and race with us, please message CarFreak13 on PlayStation and we will set up a party chat interview for you to join. Must be 18 years or older, and you must have Discord on some device to be able to chat during races. But in these cars are coming down the front straightaway, and we're going to explain a couple of more things as we get going, but here we go. Across the start-finish line, and green flag is out. A 10-lap shootout between these 2 drivers. Very much veteran racers in the video game era of this. Car Freak, the NRL veteran, a lot of time driving these Cup cars. Really loose. He's going to get really slow going through turn 1, and down east is going to blow right by him. And these guys are each driving new cars that you have not seen yet. These cars will both be run in our Cup Series once it officially starts. Down east is a huge fan of Denny's, so we got him a Denny's number 16 car made. Looks pretty cool with the scrambled eggs on the side. And then you see Car Freak driving the Mountain Dew Voltage car. And as we say, Down East is getting a huge run over Car Freak because Car Freak is really slow in these turns. It's going to be very interesting to see because we could have a caution, we could not. And once tire wear starts setting in with this rain, oh, I don't know what to think. This is a first. Car Freak gets a little loose coming out of that corner, but Down East is going to maintain the lead for now. And we are definitely going to be using this as a big test to see if we can run many cars on this track. Because I think it would be really cool if we did a partial rain race. So that means stage 1 would be sunny, maybe stage 2 and stage 3 would be raining, or maybe stage 1 would be rain and then it would clear up for 2 and 3. You know, just to have a dynamic thing. And 16 got really loose going through the S's. Now you can't see it, but we can see the speed trackers there, and they were down to under 100 miles an hour through the S-turns. That is pretty slow for Red Bull Ring. Car Freak is almost drifting through that corner trying to stay with Down East. Side by side for the lead as they're going to come out of the last corner. Car Freak just cannot get the power down, and Down East once again just powers by Car Freak. He will lead lap 1 in a very hectic, wet lap. That was crazy. Going on to this first turn, it's going to be a heavy braking zone. Look at how sideways Car Freak is. Down East is really slow, and Car Freak is going to blaze by on the outside. Again, with this being a first, I do not know what to tell you, and I really don't know how to judge any of this. Anything could happen with these wet tracks. There's a few other tracks in this game that do support rain, so we could go to other tracks and have it raining, but this so far is pretty cool. And right now it's cool because NASCAR is trying to expand their scheduling with rain, so I believe they just tested rain tires at short tracks at Martinsville. And I do think that whenever they go to road courses, they do have wipers on the cars, and they can switch to rain tires if it were to start raining. So that's pretty cool. So we'll explain this now. Wow, Car Freak gassed it a little bit early and got really loose. We're going to explain a new rule that we're going to introduce in my league. We're going to introduce what is known as a half yellow. So let's say someone spins out a Rex. The field is going to be taken to a half yellow state. They're going to be brought to caution speed and all that. Then they are going to poll the drivers and see if anybody has to go to pit road. If somebody has to, we will upgrade it to a full yellow, and they will do a normal caution, have a pit road cycle and all of that. However, if nobody has to pit, it's going to stay a half yellow. The cars are going to get bunched back up. They will go back to green at the closest straightaway. So that's going to be a fun rule, and we're going to certainly test it out, even though there's 2 cars in this field. So if there's a wreck, we will try a half caution and see how that works. Car Freak getting a decent lead over down east. And again, with this only being a 10-lap shootout, there's not going to be too much to see. However, these 2 drivers being as experienced as they are, they're going to really try to see how much they can get out of these cars. No holding back, no limiting. This is certainly going to be a very accurate test. Talk a little bit about the league. A couple of people have messaged me about joining so far. The one guy did not have Discord, which is a little bit of a shame. Another guy, I think he was not old enough, but again, I think we currently have 6 to 8 drivers on our roster, and you can have up to 16 drivers at a field at once, so with the exception of us possibly having a pace car, we still have a lot of room to get drivers in, so please, if you want to get in, just message Car Freak. Here they're coming down to turn 2. Car Freak really sideways. Down East is a little bit too behind him. And again, this is only lap 3 on green flag, so these tires are going to start getting a little worn here soon. And both of these cars are great examples to see because they are both custom race cars. If you join this league, you get to have a custom car of your own. You get to choose your number and sponsor and your team. And you can choose a custom car with your own sponsor, or you can choose an actual NASCAR in real life. Coming out of the S corners, you can see a lot of water being shot up off of these cars. Now everything's going pretty smooth. I mean, I know there's only 2 race cars, but there could still be a lot of chaos. I'm just trying to picture what this would be like with maybe 6 to 8 race cars or more. Because if this league really took off and we got almost a full field of cars, that could be really interesting. Car Freak still holding the lead over Down East. Down East was challenging there middle of last lap, but he just couldn't get the power down out of that corner. Down East is going to shoot Car Freak off into turn 1. Luckily that sand is there to slow Car Freak down, but wow! No flag is being waved, so we're still green. Now Car Freak's going to have dirty tires in that sand. He's got to get them cleaned off in this rain. Coming down this straightaway, Down East is going to have a huge lead now. Car Freak's coming down. Oh, he's in the grass. He is in the grass, and can he save it? Sideways. Oh, front wheels off of the ground. That will be a caution. The half yellow is being displayed right now as Car Freak almost plowed into that wall. That would have been horrible. Almost kind of want to look at that again because he hit that rumble strip at pretty much the worst possible way you could hit it. Alright, so we're going to see what happened. Car Freak was coming down the straight. It looks like the car just didn't turn. All of a sudden, he just goes in the grass, tries to correct, overcorrects, and all of a sudden, look at those front tires! Wow! We're going to see if we can pause this once he comes up with those front tires, because that was wicked. Comes off right here, and look at that! Down East almost got clobbered too. He's lucky he got through that corner because Car Freak couldn't slow down at all. With this rain and no brakes, you're going practically full straightaway speed. Just look at how far that car came off the ground. Well, the half yellow is being shown, so we'll see how this goes. As you can see, Down East is going caution speed, so right now the half yellow is being displayed. So now we have to see if either of these drivers have to pit. And it would appear that they don't. So yeah, Car Freak does not have to pit after that, and Down East doesn't either, so they're just going to go back green. Looks like out of that corner, and yes, green flag is shown again. So right there, that's how simple it is. Because with these rain tracks, it's going to take a lot longer to do pace laps and do pit cycles and all that. However, if one needs to be done, we'll certainly do it, but for the sake of keeping the racing really competitive and getting more racing in for the time, we're going to start doing those half yellow flags. It's going to keep the races going and the competition going. And speaking of that, Car Freak gets into the sand coming out of the S turns. And look at the speed he lost coming out of there. Better not do that again, because down east it's just driving away. Car Freak slideways going into the second to last corner. And the funny thing is, Down East and Car Freak were both just at this track running laps, and all of a sudden it just started raining, so they figured, hey, why not try a shootout in the rain, see how it goes. But coming off into turn one, you really got to wonder if Car Freak is going to try to return that favor, because what seemed to have started that huge Car Freak wreck was Down East punting him. As look at Car Freak's drive off the corner again. That is the third time now we've seen a driver go to the outside of turn one, and by doing that, you basically screw yourself out of the exit speed. You see all that water shooting off of these cars. It really looks great on this. These cars are going under 30 miles an hour through turn two. That is crazy. Now again, a braking zone that heavy, that could get quite dangerous with a huge field of cars. But if you're experienced enough, you certainly know how to avoid all of that trouble we could have. As we're coming up to about halfway through this test shootout, I'm really wondering, is tire wear going to become a problem as Car Freak gets a little sideways there? And again, when you come into a track, wow, Down East was a little wiggly right there. Has to hold his line. It's crazy when you come into a track like this, and you know the track without rain, you have to adjust your braking points, your shifting points, all of that stuff in the rain. So it's almost like you have to entirely relearn the track, which is just insane. Car Freak holds the lead, but Down East did get a little bit of a run coming out of the S corners. Coming out of this last corner, there will be 5 laps to go. Car Freak got a really good power off of that last corner, and Down East did not. Holy crap. Now have about maybe a 5 to 6 car length lead on him. Car Freak got a little sideways coming out of there. He's going to go way to the outside, but Down East is going to follow him, trying to get that power down. You can hear the high RPM. There's a lot of wheel spin, a lot of power trouble. Got to make sure your ABS stays on. There's a lot of technicalities to a race like this. Down East is going to go for it. He's going to dive bomb Car Freak into this corner. Gets in front of Car Freak. Can he get the power down? Yes, he will pass Car Freak for the lead. The more I see this, the more I'm thinking, wow, we need to add this to our Cup Series schedule. Another cool thing, I can report from the paint garage that the contingency package for all of our cars have been updated. So all the cars have a solid foundation, and they will all look pretty much the same upon the manufacturer that you pick for your car if you're accepted. Car Freak really lose. I think that tire wear is starting to set in. Oh my gosh, Down East was really sideways. Car Freak able to get to his bumper in the corner. Car Freak going all the way over those rumble strips. That's really dangerous because there's absolutely no grip there. A little bit of a shot to the 16, even a bigger shot to the 16. Look at the run from that push. Holy crap. Car Freak really sideways. He almost wrecked. Car Freak's car is unstable. Down East car isn't much better. See the brakes lighting up there, heavy braking. Wow! So sideways through that last corner. And he slowed down so much recovering that Car Freak was able to get by him. Wow! Laps are winding down. This is really crazy to watch. Once again, going way to the outside of that first turn. Not recommended from what we've seen so far. Down East trying to get some clean air, not some of that water. See the raindrops falling on that camera back there. Again, another heavy braking zone. Once again, Down East is going to try it. It worked for him last time. Oh, he could not get the car steered. Car Freak will still get by and maintain the lead. As we have just a few laps to go, we really have to wonder, is this tire wear going to start causing a problem? But you never know. if somebody wrecks, we could have a green-white checkered, and then we could have a pit cycle. Wow! Again, slideways. I guess that's what we'll call this race if it gets onto the schedule, the Slideways 200, because that's insane. Really, you see them, both drivers just drifting all over the racetrack. Car Freak slows way down. Downey's can't. He almost goes into the grass and the sand. You hear him on that throttle. He is really easing into it. You can't just go hammer down, or you're just going to be sideways the whole way. These guys are coming down to the last 2 corners on the racetrack. There will be 3 laps to go when they cross the line. But the way these guys are driving now, I'm not sure they'll make it 3 laps. You see how much Car Freak just braked right there? And then he still gets up into the rumble strips, and he still slows way down, enough for Downey's to start catching him again. I don't know, it seems like the smallest mistakes are magnified on this track. Look at Downey's just under-braking through that corner, and they both are sliding to the outside. Car Freak had to almost slow down completely to 0 to avoid that wall. Oh, and he spins Downey's. Downey's is spun on the straightaway. Yikes. Alright, well, that will bring out another half yellow. And this is the caution that could have changed everything that we mentioned. So the question is now, do these drivers agree to stay out and make it extremely interesting / dangerous / stupid? Or do they decide to pit? And it would appear they are going to stay out on the racetrack with their same set of slicks they started with. They're now entering one of the 3 restart zones on this racetrack, so here we go. Coming down to it, and green flag. Once again, you get to see how the half yellow works. It really just compresses cautions, and again, keeps the racing at a most for the race. Car Freak trying to hold the lead, really loose. Down East on the inside, too wide for the lead. Down East is going to get that run. Here he comes on the inside. Car Freak tried to stay with him, but he could not get the gas all the way down. You see there, Down East. Oh, Car Freak returned the favor finally. Pushes Down East into the sand. But Down East is going to keep up with him. I will say this, as much competition as there is between these 2 guys, there's definitely a lot of respect between them too. Coming to the line, we have 2 laps to go, but wow. So, Down East underbrake turn 1, Car Freak spun him on that straightaway, and then Car Freak gave him a little push into the sand, so these drivers are getting a little hot-headed with these cars. And this is only with 2 drivers, so imagine a field of 8 to 10 or more. See Car Freak's lead getting a little bigger down the front straightaway. Off into this turn 1 braking zone. Let's see if Down East can once again try to get under him. No, this time Car Freak under brake to keep that lead. Little bit sideways getting off of the racetrack, but he will be able to hold it for now. Down East is coming. He is there. Down East is on his bumper once again. And for the 3rd or 4th time this race, he's going to try to pass him on turn 2. Again, he has to be able to get that gas down out of 2, because if he doesn't, Car Freak's going to pull the crossover. Here he comes. Car Freak gives him a little bit of a push. And no, for the 1 time, Down East finally gets the power down. Great move by him. It's funny when they drive by and the camera looks at them, all you see is this rain cloud going down the track. Car Freak's going to try to return it. He is under-braking through the corner. Inside, too wide, sliding for the lead. Down East gets into the grass, but so does Car Freak, and they are both slow, trying to get the gas down off of that corner. Oh, Down East got the run. Wow, so wiggly down these roads. Down East tried the inside. Now he's going to try the inside of this corner. Oh, he returns the favor. Full fold to Car Freak. Wow. Down East just said, I did not appreciate that last lap, so here, you can get a taste of it. And I don't think Car Freak liked the taste of it. Going through the S corners, that will bring us to the white flag when they cross the start-finish line. So that means the next flag will end this race. Car Freak really loose out of those S turns. Well, as long as Down East doesn't make a mistake, he might be able to hold this lead. You see how wide Car Freak goes? Now in a normal Cup Series race, I don't think that would be allowed, but then again, with the lack of grip, we might have to review the rules for this track. And here we go, 1 lap to go for this 10-lap shootout. Heavy braking zone that Down East was able to pass Car Freak on a few times. Here he comes through. Whoa! He could not get the brakes. Almost goes into the wall, but now he's able to exit the corner normally. But look at the run by Car Freak. Holy crap. Car Freak is there. He might have given the 16 a little bit of a push, but even still, he's still there. Oh, now Car Freak's going to try Down East move to the inside of 2. He is there. Can he do it? Car Freak is there. He gets the power down, and Car Freak will go to the lead. They are on the same set of tires they started with, and now they have to get through this last lap without completely totaling their cars. Again, another big braking zone in this wet track. Down East is going to give him a little bit of a shot, but Car Freak literally drifted out of the way of that. What a move. Not sure if he did that on purpose, but it certainly looked like he did. Look at how these cars are just drifting and wiggling and everything in this rain. This is crazy. I think we'll have to take it to an official vote with the drivers, but so far I am really considering putting this on our schedule, because this is amazing to watch. Through the S-turns, Car Freak is going to maintain the lead. Down East trying to get there. You can see him wiggling a little bit coming out of the S's. Down East has 2 corners to catch Car Freak. Can he do it? Boy, Car Freak sent it. He was just sideways. Look at how far outside he went. Final corner. Car Freak through the final corner trying to get the power down. Can he do it? And yes, it looks like he will. Car wiggling, coming to the straightaway, and it is Car Freak. So as you just saw, Car Freak was somehow able to hold Down East off in that incredible shootout race at Red Bull Ring in the rain. And again, I really do think we could have a successful race here with a bunch of other cars, just as long as people can keep their heads on, because obviously if you have a line of 10 cars in the rain with no grip, you have to know when to brake, you have to be a little courteous of other drivers on the track, but with that being said, I think it's going to be a big success if we do race here for the Cup Series. I'm going to mention this every video until our season starts. If you want to join the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, please message CarFreak13 on PlayStation and mention this video when you do so we can set up a party chat interview for you to join our league. Must be 18 years or older, and you must have Discord so you can chat with us during the races. But with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And again, the NASCAR on GT Sports series is probably the most popular series on this channel, if it's not something music related, and I love that. I love getting these videos cranked out to you guys, and we'll definitely keep cranking them out. I think we have a couple of more little shootout races to do, and I think we're actually going to be doing some more shootout races soon, so if you get a chat and you get a shot to join us, you could be given a test car and be driving with us very soon. But with all that being said, we'll see you guys next time on NASCAR on GT Sport. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you saw, and if you want to see more content, and switch that notification bell on to get notified every single time we upload a brand new video. And also check the description to get links to all sorts of stuff, including our NASCAR playlist and playlists to funny moments across many other video games. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next one.